So good morning, well good evening actually, welcome to this week's channel update. It is Sunday morning for me, it's actually 9 o'clock to be exact. So I have just woken up not too long ago, and it's really weird because I felt really ill because I had this cold weeks ago, and I've just been the effects have just been hanging on, and I thought I was going to die. I was blowing my nose, and then all of a sudden it's like I've cleared out all the effects, and I'm like, ta-da! I'm feeling better. So what's been happening this week? So it's all good for me and it's all bad for you, I'm afraid. Let me explain. I am about 1 month away from moving now, and I'm going into panic stations. I haven't gone as far as I want to go. Ignore the craft room, guys, this is being cleared last. So yeah, basically I've now got 7 days. Well, by the time you're seeing this, I've got 6 days left until I move. Sorry, 6 days off until I move. So it's all panic stations. I have to say a big special thank you to Linda, who's been helping me. She came round yesterday, and we're targeting one area per day. Yesterday's target was the loft, and then today's target is the bedroom, I think. And then obviously if we finish one room early enough, we'll move on to the next early. So we absolutely hammered the loft, and my living room is just full of boxes now, and we had time to sort of half start the bedroom. So I'm quite confident that if we knuckle on, dig in and knuckle, or whatever it is, that we'll get the bedroom finished, and then we can start moving on to the kitchen, which is going to be fun. So yeah, my channel's a little bit, I haven't made as much progress on the channel as I wanted to. I wanted to get all the videos done for right up to about January, and then I can just settle down with moving. So that's that. Work has been absolutely hectic. Work, I will stress before I explain this, work has not been pushing me. I'm the kind of person that when there's a problem at work, I will, without even thinking, I'll do what I need to do to try and help work. But it's all fantastic. So we had a driver who had a little bit of a problem with his home life, and he needed to go home early. Unfortunately, he was on a very late shift, the latest shift that we do. I'd already done half of my shift, so I said, look, if you want me to pick up this next shift, the whole shift. So I think it was Thursday, I ended up doing a shift and a half. I rang work and I said, do you want me to do this? And in all fairness, they were very grateful that I offered to help. They didn't have to ask anyone, and I just did it, and it helped them out a lot. But because I'd finished work so late, I didn't want to come in on my normal time, because it would have meant like about 5 hours sleep and then doing a full shift driving. So I ended up doing another late shift the next day, and then because I was so late, I just slept. I really needed that sleep. So I've not done as much on the channel as I wanted to, which unfortunately meant that there was no Beast Lord video this week. And I'll be absolutely honest with you, I don't think there's going to be one this week. I'm not saying there won't be one, I'm saying there's likely to not be one. So let me go through the week with you, and we'll do a little catch up, and then we'll do a little chit chat, and then I can get on with moving my house. So last Monday we had RoboCop. Did we have RoboCop? I'm sure last week I told you RoboCop had happened. I'm not sure. Do you know what? Maybe I need to wake up more. So I think on the 18th of November, on the Monday, we did 2 issues of RoboCop. and we did the pelvis parts 4 and 5 and the premium base part 2. Premium base, I think that's quite interesting, because with the Infinity Gauntlet, which I will come to later, obviously the first so many pieces of base are the same because you're doing the base, but this one, it's completely different. Second piece is completely different from the first, and it threw me. So I thought, oh, nice one. I did enjoy that. So this coming Monday, tomorrow, we are doing ET. Now, I've done a single issue tomorrow, because I've spaced that ET out to bring me up to December. And again, I've not written down what I've actually done. I've just written down the issue number, so I apologise. Whatever the exciting issue is, it's issue 44. Tuesday, we have assembled the Arch Revenant assembly, and this Tuesday we are painting her, and I thought that was a really nice model. Now, Wednesday was the bus. That was issue 13. Now, this coming Wednesday should be issue 14, stage 14 of the bus. I'm going to be honest with you, I have some content I've not finished building. So what I will do is I will make a little short, I will try to finish it, but I'm very, very doubtful I will. But we will, I might make a short video. I'll put out what I've got, and then that's done then. Thursday should have been the Beast Lord, which I didn't do. And again, this coming Thursday, I'm so sorry. Every time I talk on a camera, I get hiccups. There we go. That should have got rid of them. So we should have the Beast Lord coming up. Now, I'm not going to make any promises. I haven't done anything on him, and I really don't know if I'll have the time. Theoretically, I'll have a few hours each morning between now and then, but like I say, I really don't know. So there is a possibility that there will be not much content on Wednesday and nothing on Thursday, or you might get a bloody good video both days. I really don't know. Now, Friday we did the propellers. What did you think of the propellers on the Friday? I haven't finished them, and the reason I haven't finished painting them is because I'm going to be hitting them with a bit of sandpaper to balance them. Once I get the engines done, they might need balancing, so I can't see the point in painting them black and then rubbing the paint off. In fact, the paint might actually affect the balance, so I just felt it was easier to leave them grey. Now, I'm looking forward to this Friday's video because we are painting the Navigator. So if you remember a few stages back, we painted Guy Gibson. I'm sorry you can't really see him from this distance, but basically we're looking at a figure with a blue shirt, and the Navigator is painted normally. So he's got a brown jacket on. So essentially it's the same in that I'm painting a figure, but it's different because the colours are different. Now, I should have done that as a double issue. I did the pilot as a 2-stage, but this one I've done. Oh, in fact I did. Did I? No, I didn't. He is. So that is 21 stages, the Lancaster done. And then on the Saturday, not my favourite series, I'll be honest with you, we have the final Lancaster catch up. And then next Sunday will be 2 videos will be coming out. We are starting stage 1 of the Mystery Crime Advent Calendar. Let me pull this out for you. I have bought a long time ago, I will say. This is my Advent calendar. It is the 1st of December next week. it is Advent Calendar Day. This is my Advent calendar for this year. The cats have got their Advent calendar, which is currently up on the wall with my calendar, and they'll get a little something every day. And I don't know if there's a general write-up on this. So here we go. So, dear investigators, welcome to our investigation Advent calendar. We are delighted to have you here. As with all our investigation games, this has been created for you by a qualified police detective. Our aim is to bring you an experience which mirrors real life investigations. Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to get you actual description rather than so basically what's happened is Nick Kringle has gone missing. So you get clues every day as to his disappearance. Could be dead, Christmas could be cancelled. In this particular context, Nick Kringle is a very charitable man who does a lot of work in the run up to Christmas. You get to meet the neighbours, you get to meet other people, and you get how the town works, and it's really interesting. That will be released at 6 o'clock every day. The videos vary in length between 5 minutes and maybe 15 minutes. Sometimes I will just sit there and read clues out. Sometimes I'll actually show you video clips, like YouTube clips. And it just all builds up. It's 24 videos, and then you find out if you figured out who did it. And it's really interesting. And then 6 o'clock in the evening will be my final channel update of the year. So you will be hearing from me next week for the final time this year, and I will return in the channel update format on the 5th of January. I feel that once December hits, you will get the mystery Advent mystery every day for 24 days, and then I'm planning something from Christmas Day, and it's just going to be video every day. You don't need me. That then enables me to get on with moving my house. So yeah, one more channel update until Christmas. So as for the moving, I have some interesting news. I don't know if it's good news or bad news, but it's all happening. So I actually have to move out by the 22nd of December, which is not the best time in the world to move. So on that, my landlord's been absolutely fantastic, I will add that. Basically what since we talk every now and again, not too often, and what he's agreed is that I can have one whole week to move. So Spirit's been very silly on the floor playing with my feet. So I will have one whole week to move. So I'm actually moving from the 16th of December, and that week I have 2 days off, but I've been granted one unpaid day off, so I'll actually have 3 days. So I'll be moving on the Monday. Whatever I can fit in my car, I'll be doing a few shuttle runs backwards and forwards, and then it's back to work Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the Thursday I'll have a professional man in a van. I say professional, I'm paying him to move stuff. And then the Friday I have the day off, and I can move stuff that anything that we couldn't fit into the 2 van loads. And then Saturday, Sunday, I'm actually probably going to be at my new place. So yeah, from the 22nd. The electricity, I haven't done an electricity switch over for a house move electric switch off for ages. And the current supplier at the new property isn't my energy supplier at this property. So they've said, once you know the date you're moving, give us a shout, and we can actually arrange to switch over from the day you move. So that's good in that sense. And then Virgin, who supplies my broadband, please no comments about Virgin. The reason I say no comment is because I think internet providers are a little bit like couriers. It's really how the courier is in your area. You may feel this courier is good, and then that same company in Wales might be terrible, and I think the same is with broadband. In my particular area, BT, strangely enough, BT cannot provide a really good steady broadband speed. I wouldn't go with any other company other than BT or Virgin, because if you went with somebody like TalkTalk or many other providers of internet, they're still using BT lines, so they can't provide you a faster service than BT. Now in this particular area, in all the time that I've been here, BT has never been able to provide a fast enough broadband speed. Now because I'm streaming a lot, I don't know how many people understand this. It's not about your download speed. Download speed is when you are receiving information from the internet. It's how fast you can get it. What you are looking for as a YouTuber is upload speed. Now Virgin can provide me with a faster upload speed than BT can provide a download speed. As for their download speed, it's terrible. To put that into perspective, a 1 hour video to upload to YouTube with Virgin, I can do it in less than 5 minutes. With BT, it takes over 2 hours. It's not a hugely massive amount of time, but when I do my part works, I will record the whole pack in one go. So that might be 4, maybe 5 videos, and then I will upload 5 videos in one go, and I really don't want to be waiting 10 hours for an upload. Absolutely horrendous. Sorry, I said the cat was laying by my feet playing with them. She's now just clawed them in 4 different directions at once. Okay, you can stop that now, Missy. Oh, I know you're so cute. I just looked at her to tell her off, and she just went, as cats do. So Virgin have been very good. It turns out Virgin are in the new property, Virgin Media, that is. I'm not moving into House of Virgins. Would that be good? I don't know. No, I don't think that would be good. I'm too old for that now. So yes, so once I move, they can actually complete the house move within a couple of days, because the installation's already at the new property. They'll then need to bring in an engineer if I need things moved, which they're actually going to provide free of charge, which I think is extremely generous. So basically, I could say on the Monday, I am moving into the new property, and they can say, lovely, you'll be switched over by Wednesday. There goes Spirit. She's finished clawing my feet. My feet are sore, so she's now off to sit by the fire. So yeah, it's literally a matter of days. Now once I'm moving house, I'll be honest with you, the internet will be the last thing on my mind. So whether the internet gets moved on a Wednesday or a Friday or a Monday, it makes no odds, as long as I've got internet at the new place by the end of the week. I've got some tables. I've got my old I'm pointing there because that's where the balcony is. I've got my old tables, the tables that I used to use 3-4 years ago, so I can create a temporary setup. It won't be fantastic, but it'll be certainly good enough to carry on making videos. And then on the 6th of January, I shall be having a week off work. So we get Christmas and New Year sorted out, and then I can crack on and take a whole week off and get the house sorted out, get the new desk sorted out, etc, etc. Christmas week is just going to be mental. We're running extra, well, I say we're running extra, we're running Christmas Day. Some services are running Christmas Day. But my big news is, I have, there's not rumours, but that, well, it is rumours. There's a rumours that we're running extra routes after the new year. Our company, say what you like about our company that does Flixbus. We're not Flixbus, we're actually a bus company that contracts to Flixbus. And say what you like about our company, but do you know what? They run a damn good show. And I've watched that Flixbus network grow. And I was there in the earlier days, I'll say. And I've watched them grow, and we're growing more. Which is really good news, because as you all know, well, some of you may know, all I want to do is get onto the London runs. And my boss has now, my boss can never give me an exact date, but he has said to me that I should be on the Londons in January. So that is absolutely fantastic. So once I get on the Londons, I will be doing a 4 or a 6 day week. Could be a 5 day week, but generally it's going to be, basically London is a 2 day job. So you go down one day, come back the next, and you can't work more than 6 days in a week without days off. The only time I'm ever going to be working a 5 day week is if I work Sunday. Then I'll go down on the Sunday, we'll come back on the Monday, which is a new working week, and then I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. So basically if I work Sunday, I will get a 5 day week. Sorry about that. I've just got, yeah, I think I'm going to be like last bits of that cold coming out. I know it's all coming out, because obviously when you blow your nose you observe everything, and that's all I'm going to say. Right, so that's basically it, I'm afraid. All of my news is really work and moving house. It's quite boring from your point of view. Things are progressing. Oh, there's one thing that the landlord said that could scupper the whole plans of everything, and that's, he said, that's if the old tenant moves out on the 15th. So tenant moving out on the 15th, I'm moving in on the 16th. So I've told him, I didn't put my foot down and be really firm, we discussed, but basically I've said to him, if I don't move week beginning the 16th, I realistically can't move until the 6th of January, because the week after is Christmas, the week after that is New Year, and then that's why I've booked a holiday for the 6th of January. So come 16th of January, if I haven't moved, I will be using that to move. If I have moved, I'll be using that to sort the house out. And that's really all I've got to tell you. The other thing is that my little plan for my 12 days of Christmas is a little bit behind. It's not majorly behind. I've completed the first 7 days. I'm currently working on day 8, and that means that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.5 more videos to make, and I've done all the way up to 1st of January. So there's still plenty of time to do them. Now what I'm going to do, they're going to be an all or nothing, a little bit like last year. If I complete all 12 videos, then I will release them all. If I can't finish them, I'm not going to release any. But you'll find out more about those come January. So yes, 1 more week of programming left. We've got E.T., Warhammer, possibly the bus, possibly the Beast Lord, but probably not. We've got the Lancaster painting the Navigator, which I still have to upload actually. and then we've got the Lancaster catch up, and the next Sunday you'll get My Ugly Mug in the evening, but before that you'll get the first day of the mystery advent calendar. Normal programming will resume on the 6th of January, which will be issue 51 of the Robocop. Now, the thing about the Robocop is I haven't filmed it yet. He's currently sitting in a box, packed up, ready to go. And then the following week will be E.T. E.T. is currently... No, E.T. is... Yes, it's currently in a box on its way. Then the Tuesday the 7th of January will be Warhammer. The 8th of January will be The Bus. This is why it's very important for me to get in and get settled. The 9th will be... Now, let's leave Thursday. Let's come back to Thursday. So the Friday, things are going to change for the Lancaster. I think there is going to be... Obviously this week I'm doing the last Lancaster catch-up. So that will be issue 21 of the Hachette one done. From 22 I'm actually starting to build. So from the new year there will be 2 videos per day on the Lancaster, rather than having one on Friday, one on Saturday. So you will get, I haven't decided the time yet, but possibly round about 4 o'clock you will get the Hachette build, and at 6 o'clock you'll get the Hong Kong models. So 10th of January is going to be a triple episode, so you will get 22, 23, 24, and then you'll get the same on the Lancaster. Good stuff. I really enjoyed building that, but I then got carried away, and I've already filmed the Hachette version, and then I got so carried away with the build, I then built 25, 26, 27, which is the video that's coming out on the 17th of January. And it was at that point that I went, whoa, slow down, Penny. You've built videos that aren't coming out for about 3 months. Where is this going to end? So I managed to stop myself from building, and I'm going to hold right back. Now, there are problems with the Lancaster, the Hachette version, which is good for the Hong Kong builders, because the points are starting to sort of fall in the favour of Hachette. So it might be an opportunity for Hachette to for Hong Kong to catch up on the points. This week in particular, I'm seeing on the Facebook group, there's a few people that have gone, I've had enough of this, I'm giving it up. And opinion is divided. I did see one guy goes, well, it's always going to be, you know, you're giving up because you can't be bothered to do a bit of work. And I've kind of chirped in with the side of the beginners, because I see Partworks as they're models for people who can't do these complex scale models. And to be absolutely honest with you, if you're spending £1,600 on a model, why shouldn't you demand that it works properly? You know, when we have a plastic kit, you know, if I go out and I buy an antique kit, which in its day cost maybe £5, which is expensive in those days, and it's got poor fitment and the colours are inaccurate, that's fine. That's where my modelling skill comes in. I need to start filling holes and you know, putting filler and adding bits of plastic card, and it hasn't got a cockpit, so we'll design one with a piece of plastic card. That's fine. But if the model is like over £1,000, pushing £2,000, why shouldn't I demand a bit of accuracy? So I'm actually on the side, and I stand by my comment, which this is really funny, because you get people who, they're good scale modelers, and this is the first part work that they've done. Now for me, it's the complete opposite. I'm experienced with the part works, and I'm not so experienced on the scale models. and they talk to me like I know nothing about part works. And it's like I said to them, primarily a part work. It's I think your main demographic is, you could sit down, grandfather could sit down with his grandson or granddaughter, and they could do the part work together every Sunday. You know, little Johnny gets excited because, oh, it's Sunday, it's time to go round granddad's and build the Lancaster. And the parts that little Johnny can't do, granddad can do. And it's no gluing, well, there is with the Lancaster, but it's primarily a screwdriver build. Little Johnny will put the screws in, granddad will come in behind them and make sure they're nice and tight and put in properly. And then after 2 years, they'll look at little Johnny on granddad's lap, will go, look what we built. And that's how I see the part works. Disagree with me if you want, but if you disagree, do it respectfully and I'll listen to you. Yeah, just to sort of sit there and go, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, I think I do. So that's that anyway. And then obviously my channel update will return on the 5th of January, but obviously 12th of January will be the first proper one where I've got content to talk about. So other than that, strange day this morning. We've had a little bit of snow up in Aberdeen. I was doing some of my runs to Aberdeen. It didn't really affect me too much. In fact, from my perspective, I was a little bit disappointed. Now, Inverness way yesterday and my area, the snow did hit. And I did take my friend home after she'd been helping me. And I also went to the shop. And it was a little bit treacherous in the sense that you could tell there's been heavy rain. The grit lorries have been out, but obviously the snow is defeated the grit. It's 7 o'clock in the evening, so cars have been travelling on the road, but obviously the snow is there. And then I woke up this morning and I honestly, right, if I was in a coma and I woke up this morning and you told me there was heavy rain, heavy snow yesterday, I would call you a liar. It looks like we've had a light bit of rain in the night. It's just completely melted and gone. And I mean, it wasn't like snow drifts, but it's just completely gone. But don't you normally find the first snow of the winter is actually a little bit disappointing? If we get another one next week, it'll probably be like 3-foot snow drifts. But I think it's a little bit disappointing in the sense that it hasn't really lasted. Saying that, the excitement of snow, I find it depends on your age. If I was 6 years old, I would have been really excited about yesterday. Yeah, I'm going out in the snow. But I'm 52 years old. I tried to walk to my car in my trainers and I'm like, oh bloody hell, I should have put my wellies on, and all I'd done was moan from the house to the car. But that's how it goes, isn't it? So yeah, that's it. So guys, live streams will continue as normal. We are doing a live stream tonight, and by tonight I mean, if you're watching this as it comes out, it will now be 25 to 7, I'm guessing. And then my live stream will come out at 9 o'clock. We had made the decision to pull back the live streams to a little bit earlier in the day, because I think 9 o'clock is a bit late for everyone. But I've now sort of gone back on that. Until I've moved house, we're going to stick to the 9 o'clock streams. Because then that means I can pack and move and everything up until say 7 o'clock. Then I can sit down, I can have a wash if I need to, I can have something to eat and get something to drink, just chill out for a little bit and then start my stream at 9 o'clock. So again, I don't know what my days off are going to be, especially if I change a rota, but as it stands right now, my first my first stream for 7 o'clock will be, well, January really. It'll be after I move. One other thing, the week from the 16th to the 22nd, assuming I'm moving, there will be no streams. I think that stands to reason. I'm moving house. I don't even know if I'll have an internet connection. If I did have an internet connection and did a stream, I would most likely be sitting there on the cold floor, maybe on a beanbag, going, oh, sorry guys, all my stuff's at that house and the internet's still here. Let's have a chit chat for 2-3 hours. So yeah, so I'll be live streaming tonight. I will be live streaming right up until the 16th of December. I've got quite a weird work pattern. I've got weekends off this week. I've got next weekend off. The week after is Thursday, Friday. The week after is Tuesday, Wednesday. And then it's moving time. So that's all good. So another thing I'm doing, I'm mucking around. I've got some contrast paints, and what I've done, I'm not going to show you on that. I'm going to show you on the overhead camera. There's my cup of coffee. So I'm trying out some, well, these are contrast paints, but I want to try speed paints. So what I've done is I've got this, this was free. This is kind of evidence that you get what you pay for. This was a free download from Thingiverse. It's a good enough for the project that I'm doing, but it's free. You know, what are you expecting? This figure costs money. This one was free. You know, I think I'd rather have this figure, but this is doing the job very well. So if anyone knows anything about contrast paints, what I've done is I've primed this figure in grey, and I've gone over and I've dry brushed white, and then I've put the contrast paint on, and there are definite highlights there, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm a little bit disappointed by the results. Now I am obviously going to hit that with some highlights, and that's the way I plan to paint. Hit it with a speed paint and then hit the highlights on the top. So I'm basically replacing the washers with speed paint. So in that sense, this has done a perfect job. But should those results be a little bit more contrasting, this is what I actually used. It's Citadel Colour Contrast, Flesh Tearers Red, and I used it straight from the pot. So I am planning on watching some more YouTube videos on I've watched videos on speed paints. I've not watched many on contrast paints. So guys, if you could help me, any of you experienced painters out there, is that the result I'm expecting with contrast paints from Citadel? Or have I done, should I maybe have thinned it? Could I thin it? I'm just not really sure. But anyway, look guys, I'll leave you with that, because I'll be honest with you, I'm trying to make a rule if I don't smoke on camera, and I'm dying for a cigarette. But that's my week caught up. Let's go to front camera. There. One other thing, I'm changing my music on my live stream. Last week I got a not a copyright strike. I got a your video cannot be monetized warning. So I got rid of that music and I downloaded copyright free music for streamers, and I played it on my stream last night, and I got the same. I think I got 21 different impact thingy. It says impact, no impact, just can't monetize my video. So last night I found out that my Streamlab thing has actually got in effect what's a media player. So if you pick one track to play, it will play that one track over and over. If you select more than one, it then effectively becomes media player. So I have downloaded, let me have a look. Videos, stream video work, no, not stream video workings, music for live streams. So I've gone on to YouTube and I've gone into their audio library, and it says you can use this. Now they have two kinds of videos. They have videos where in order to, they have two kinds of music. They have music tracks where you have to put into the description the track. So music by Fred Blogs, track name, whatever. I think they call a tribute, whatever it is. I haven't downloaded any of those because we're kind of using this as a jukebox. I've been a bit mean, and I've just included music that you don't have to include. So I have downloaded 40 tracks. So when I start my stream, I will be playing the whole directory. Music might get added over time, but this particular time I've picked calm music, and there's all sorts. There's electronic music, there's even a bit of rock music in there, there's country songs, there's all sorts. So next time you watch my lives, I would like your feedback on the music, and if you have any suggestions, that's absolutely fine, but I will really check it, because obviously I am monetized now, in the sense that I can do memberships and thanks. I'm knocking on the door of adverts, of getting money for me adverts, and I want that to continue. So yeah, I have to be a bit careful. Right guys, so I've managed to stretch out nothing into nearly a 3/4 of an hour video. So as always, I'd like to thank you for your efforts over the last year. We've still got a few more weeks of the year left, but the finish line is just there, and we are approaching it. So guys, thank you so much for making my channel what it is. Without your support, it's funny that when I made this channel, it was purely with the intention of just making a video diary, and I said if nobody watches it, that's absolutely fine, it's there for my benefit. And boy was I wrong with that statement. It isn't just for me. A YouTube channel is for everybody, and I just feel so privileged to share that channel with everyone, and long may it continue, because it has become my life. It's when I go to work, you know, what gets me through my days is knowing that on my next day off I'm going to be chit-chatting with you, or I'm going to be making my weekly update, or I'm going to be filming some model or something. It's been such good fun. So long, I've just spoken like it's going to end. So guys, thank you very much. I'll catch you next week, which will be the final channel update of the year. Take care guys.